for joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. A high-speed pursuit reaching an excess of 100 miles per hour on Sunday afternoon over in Marion County has led to the arrest of 52-year-old Terry Ray Hampton of Summit, Arkansas. The incident occurred on May the 6th when a Marion County Sheriff's deputy patrolling Highway 14 North in the Lakeway area, approaching a vehicle in the opposite lane, driving erratically. The deputy attempted to make a traffic stop, and that's when the chase began. When the vehicle finally came to a stop, Hampton immediately exited the pickup and ran into a wooded area. As the deputy left a patrol car to pursue Hampton on foot, he observed a female exiting Hampton's vehicle from the passenger side. The vehicle told the officer she thought the driver's name was Ray, but was unsure of his last name. The officer inventoried the contents of the vehicle, locating drug paraphernalia as well as multiple makeup items and 2 women's wigs. The female told the officer some of the items were hers and said she believed some of the wigs and makeup belonged to Hampton. The female told the officer she attempted to get Hampton to stop the vehicle, but he refused. She said that being in the vehicle with him was the scariest thing she had ever been involved in. Hampton was arrested Tuesday morning and booked into the Marion County Detention Center on 12 charges, including felony counts of false imprisonment, aggravated assault, and fleeing an officer. With a slim 5% in early voting by Wednesday afternoon in Boone County's election, officials are reminding people that all local races will be decided in the May 22nd primary. The Republican primary ballot in Boone County includes candidates for governor and secretary of state, as well as the Boone County judge, assessor, and a 3-way race for the circuit clerk position. All Boone County candidates filed as Republicans, and no other party, independent or Democrat, filed for those races that will be decided on May 22nd and won't show up in the November election ballot. The Democratic ballot has only the candidates running for governor in the fall, Letitia Sanders and Jared K. Henderson, the winner of which will run against either current Governor Asa Hutchinson or challenger Jan Morgan in November. Both ballots also contain the school election, depending on your school district, and the nonpartisan judicial candidates. The 4th Free Public Forum concerning the operation of North Arkansas Regional Medical Center will be held at 6 p.m. Thursday, May 31st at the L.E. Jean Duran Center at the center campus of North Arkansas College in downtown Harrison. Organizers say the forum will allow citizens of Boone and several surrounding counties opportunities to ask questions, make comments, and offer suggestions concerning the operation of NARMC. Informative handouts and free refreshments will be available during that forum. Via the announcement, the officials from all area government and nonprofit agencies, as well as officials and staff from NARMC, are being given special invitations to attend and or participate in that forum. The forum is sponsored by the Transparency in Government Group of Boone County. And a group from Washington, D.C. has paid for TV commercials in Arkansas against the opponent of a Mountain Home attorney in the Arkansas Court of Appeals District 2 race in the May primary election. The Republican State Leadership Committee is paying for ads attacking Judge Verdon, who is being opposed in his bid for the re-election by Johnny Copeland of Mountain Home. Copeland says her campaign has portrayed a positive message, and she was surprised when she saw the negative ad against Judge Verdon. The commercial is negative against Judge Verdon for an opinion that he wrote last fall overturning the conviction of a North Little Rock man who had been sentenced for 40 years in prison for rape of 3 young girls. The ad claims violent criminals pray for judges like Bart Verdon. The commercial ends with a positive message about Copeland. Community education promoting healthy communities and cancer prevention and awareness efforts put forth by the Newton County Hometown Health Initiative are apparently having a positive effect in the overall health of Newton County. The coalition was recently shown the results of the 2018 County Health Rankings for Arkansas, and Newton County ranked 9th out of the state's 75 counties. The county also came in ranked 21st for quality of life. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region. But first, here's this week's closing livestock report from Sammy Klein, brought to you by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte.
This is Sammy Klein, Federal State Livestock Market News Service, reporting sale of North Arkansas Livestock Auction Grain Force for Wednesday, May 16th. Cattle receipts 901, last week 1140, year ago 1719. Compared to last week, feeders mostly $6 to $12 lower, with some 6 to 700 pound heifers steady $2 lower, and the better 5 to 550 pound steers $17 lower. Quality and condition of most feeders not as good as last week. The slaughter cows steady to $1 higher, slaughter bulls $2 to $4 higher. Feeder steers, medium large ones, 3 to 400 pound, 183 to 185, 4 to 500 pound, 169 to 186, 5 to 600 pound, 147 to 165, 6 to 700 pound, 138 to 146. Feeder heifers, medium large ones, a few 3 to 350 pound, 158 to 160, 4 to 500 pound, 142 to 153, 5 to 600 pound, 130 to 148. Replacement cows, medium large ones, are 2 to 7-year-old, 900 to 1,250 pounds, second and third stage, 800 to 1,075 per head, and 7 to 10-year-old cows, second and third stage, at 700 to 875 per head. Cow calf pairs, medium large ones, are 2 to 5-year-old, 800 to 1,150 pound cows with 1 to 250 pound head at side, 1,250 to 1,650 per pair, and 7 to 10-year-old cows with 1 to 300 pound head at side at 900 to 1,125 per pair. Slaughter cows, boners 52 to 57, high dress 58 to 64.50. Lean 49 to 55, high dress 56 to 62, low dress 41 to 47. Slaughter bulls grade 1 to 2, 1,400 pounds, 74 to 83, high dress 85 to 92.50.
Waste Solutions works diligently to be good stewards of the environment. Reducing waste via curbside recycling services, Inland Waste Solutions takes this mission seriously, but they need your help. When putting your waste and recyclables in their respective curbside containers, be sure that cross-contamination doesn't occur. Please only place recyclable materials in the yellow top bins. Check your recycling do's and don'ts list before you throw any item into the yellow top recycle bin. Together we can make a difference. Inland Waste Solutions, local people serving local people in Harrison.
On any given day here at Main Street Service Center, we might be working on a Ford like on the 4-post lift over my shoulder, or an Infiniti that's back on the back bay, or a Toyota, or a BMW, or right here a Hyundai. You just never know what's going to come into the shop and what their needs might be, but you can rest assured that at Main Street Service Center, whatever you're driving, we can take care of it for you, whether it's oil and filter changes all the way up to engine and transmission replacements. And get this, we've been in business for 29 years and there's still things that we can't do, and we're not too proud to say it. So if you bring us something and it's over our head or out of our capabilities of expertise or tools, we're not too proud to say it, because we want your vehicle fixed correctly, right, and the first time.
Arkansas Highway Police suspect hundreds of pounds of marijuana seized at a weigh station has likely been obtained legally in other parts of the country. Highway Police have seized nearly 800 pounds of marijuana at the Alma weigh station since April 21st. Highway Police Chief Jay Thompson says the marijuana recently seized from vehicles passing through the weigh station was concealed in a more professional type packaging than police are used to seeing in the past. Thompson says the packaging indicates the pot came from a state that has legalized manufacturing of the drug, such as California and the state of Colorado, which both have legal recreational marijuana laws. Thompson adds that while recreational marijuana is legal in 9 states, it is still important for highway police to seize those drugs. A Craighead County man is in trouble with the law after he reportedly assaulted a woman at a house. Stacey Jones of Jonesboro was arrested on suspicion of aggravated assault in violation of a no-contact order. The victim told police that Jones came to her house and became physically aggressive against her. She reported that Jones had choked her and physically assaulted her several times. She also said Jones attempted to cover her face with a pillow. Jones denied assaulting the victim in any way, despite visible evidence that was documented by authorities. He is being held on a $10,000 cash-only bond. And a man is being held on a $25,000 cash-only bond after police say he stabbed another man. Arnold Thomas Hill is accused of stabbing another man last Thursday at a home in the small community of Steele, Arkansas. Police say that Billy Joe Sanfield said when officers arrived at the scene, they found the victim bleeding profusely from the arm area. He was taken by ambulance to a local hospital where he was treated and later released. According to the chief, when officers went to arrest Hill, they also found an unspecified amount of drugs. Hill is being held in the Prescott County Jail and charged with first-degree assault and possession of a controlled substance. A 7-member Arkansas Commission has approved pay raises for state government elected officials despite the objections of one official who personally doesn't want the increase. The Independent Citizens Commission formally approved the 3% raise this week for the state's constitutional officers, judges, prosecutors, and legislators. The Arkansas Auditor's Office says the pay bumps the state's $1.2 million annually. Lieutenant Governor Tim Griffin has asked the commission to exclude him from that resolution. He also requested for Auditor Andre Lee to withhold his raise. The spokesperson for Lee says the auditor will still pay Griffin, citing a 2009 opinion that Arkansas must pay elected officials the increased amount set by that commission. The Little Rock Air Force Base could soon house immigrant children brought to this country via the southern border. The government says those children are in the custody of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the department is looking for suitable housing for those children. Officials say that at the end of the day, the kids are dragged into it, leaving American officials with little else they can do about the situation. A side expectation by Health and Human Services is expected to happen very soon. Before we take a look at the weather forecast as we move on into the weekend, here's the way the stock market ended today. Some isolated scattered showers and thunderstorms around the area yesterday afternoon. Depending on where you were, you may have got some much appreciated rainfall. Others didn't get a drop. We had a few locations got anywhere from a half an inch up to an inch of rain in a very short period of time, but most places just got a sprinkle or none at all. And that's the way it's going to be most of the next 5 to 7 days. Typical spring weather here in the Ozarks, hit again type showers and thunderstorms, but no general rain forecasted for the next at least short period of time. Tomorrow looks to be about like today, partly cloudy skies. It was 81 degrees this afternoon, 84 expected tomorrow afternoon. On Saturday, partly cloudy skies, moving up to near 91 degrees in the afternoon. Sunday, partly cloudy, 87 degrees, and then we kick off the work week on Monday. Better chance of showers, particularly in the morning on Monday, 85 for a daytime high, 60% chance, and likewise on Tuesday. Scattered thunderstorms still in the area, 81 degrees and about 60% chance as well. Stay with us, be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. Did you know that we are part of an independent retailers co-op that allows us to offer you extra savings? With conscious foods becoming more popular, you see them everywhere, which is a good thing. What you can't get just anywhere is a knowledgeable team of people who want to provide you with top-notch customer service. With our co-op buying option, Nature's Wonders can offer you the customer service you expect, along with prices comparable to those in larger stores. The ideal shopping experience. Come see how affordable healthy living can be at Nature's Wonders in Harrison.
The graduating class says that they make history. The 2018 girls soccer class at Berryville High School has made history. This season marks the first trip for the Lady Bobcats to the finals of any state soccer tournament. On Saturday, 10 seniors led their team on the soccer pitch in the finals of the Class 4A state soccer tournament. The game will be held on the University of Arkansas campus in Fayetteville on their home field. And the Berryville Bobcats group of soccer seniors were in first grade when the Bobcats last made an appearance in the state finals of the boys soccer tournament. This group of Bobcats want to make history for the school and bring home the first state title for that school. Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m., a group of seniors will be going to battle with Warren for the Class 4A state soccer tournament title. And with a one-game lead in the SEC Western Division and only 3 games remaining in regular season, the 5th-ranked Arkansas Razorback baseball team has a chance to win its first division crown since back in 2011 when it faces 16th-ranked Georgia. The Bulldogs will have a 3-game series starting tonight with the Razorbacks. In its history since joining the SEC, Arkansas has won 4 Western Division crowns, 3 under current head coach Dave Van Horn. In each of those seasons, the Hogs won 40 or more games and 15 or more in SEC play. And speaking of Arkansas, the Razorbacks will play the Missouri Tigers every other year in Little Rock in football as a part of an agreement to continue playing games at War Memorial Stadium. The official announcement was made this morning with the university and the city officials in agreement. And the years when the Razorbacks don't host Mizzou, the team's annual red-white spring game will be played at War Memorial Stadium instead. And the University of Arkansas is home to one of the nation's longest tenured and most recognizable live mascot programs, and they're celebrating the recent birth of Tusk V, the next in line of Arkansas Razorback mascots. It was born Saturday, April 19th at the Stokes family farm in Dardanelle, Arkansas. Tusk is the son of the current Arkansas Razorbacks live mascot. Tusk is the fourth, a Russian boar, which closely resembles the type of wild boar the Razorback Hogs are using, first described by then Arkansas head football coach Hugo Biscuit in 1909. The following year, in 1910, the University of Arkansas students voted to officially adopt the new nickname, changing the mascot from the Cardinals to the Razorbacks. Tusk, the 5th, will take over the official mascot duties in time for the 2019 Razorback football season after his father, Tusk the 4th, is scheduled to retire. In 2008, Razorback Athletics created the Tusk Fund to help provide financial assistance for the maintenance and upkeep of the live mascot program. Another small Tusk. That wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around the viewing area.